Good afternoon and welcome to Midcap Radar. I'm Lata Venkatesh. But I think it's time we moved ahead to the first guest we have on the show.
Absolutely.
We have with us Mr. Vikram Suryavanshi. He will be speaking to us. He's from Karvy Stock Broking, and he will be speaking to us on his outlook on the shipping sector. Vikram, thanks for joining us. Your picks are, let's begin with Varun Shipping. Why do you like the stock so much? Still good? Do you still spot a valuation gap in the stock?
Yeah, if you look at the shipping sector per se, the valuation should be looked into different angles, because overall shipping sector or shipping companies, if you look at the business model of the shipping companies, is quite different from other companies. The potential winners in future will be definitely, if you look at what are the growth opportunities in shipping and which are the companies best placed into that area. So looking into that angle, if you look at see the growth areas in future, is that
what are the growth areas in Varun itself? Why is it your pick?
Well, if you look at the Varun shipping, it carries around 70% of LPG tonnage, which is total tonnage under Indian flag. So that is the. And if you look at the market into LPG is not volatile, like the rates are not volatile the way in crude carriers like VLCC, Suezmax. So earnings are steady, and if you look at the year on year, they are getting better rates.
Okay, and 61 rupees at this point in time, what is your price expectation?
I cannot give exact price expectation, because officially I don't have a recommendation on this stock, means I have not come out the report. But if you look at the company per se, if you look at they are going to take 2 LPG carriers, so that will total they will have around 11 LPG carriers. They have 2 Aframax. The revenue is quite diversified. Out of that 1 bulk carriers, they have 2 offshore vessels and 3 product carriers. So the revenue is diversified. And again, if you look at the Aframax, they are keeping as a pooling arrangement where the volatility is not there in the earnings.
Vikram, also there are market reports that the company could be looking at some kind of an equity dilution. They are supposed to issue Singapore depository receipts. So what do you make of this whole development? I mean, how would you place the stock in light of these developments as and when they come, the dilution that we're talking about?
Exactly, if you look at their history, they have done a lot of equity dilution to acquire more assets. So going ahead, again, companies on expansion plan, particularly their expansion, they are pouring into that LNG business. If you look at the potential in LNG, is quite huge. Dahej, lot of companies, IOC and ONGC is also trying to enter into LNG transportation. So they also bid for Petronet LNG bid to transport their LNG
Vikram,
requirements.
we don't have much time before we go to a break. Can you tell us why do you like Concor and GE Shipping?
GE Shipping, if you look at their restructuring announcement, and is quite diversified player, again good dividend yield player, and again if you look at the shipping management skill is very important. If you just take one example with the same asset, there are 2 different companies, their earning will be quite different because with the same asset, because this will define the management skill, the way you in charter a long, short, spot contract, long-term contracts with your asset, buying and selling of assets. So they are quite well experienced people. They have shown their expertise. So
what do you make of the what do you make of the demerger and the kind of value unlocking which was being spoken about? We really haven't seen that kind of a run come in. And if you look at the offshore division now independently, what do you make of the 2 separate entities, offshore as far as as well as the shipping division?
Yeah, it's basically value unlocking will be coming in from the re-rating offshore business, that higher multiple. If you take the benefit of this at current price, means if you assume that offshore will trade around 11 P multiple and shipping around 5.5 from core business, my price target comes around 220 to 240. If you factor into that benefit into current price, at least it should trade into that range.
Okay, coming to Concor, what is the kind of earnings growth you're expecting in Q2 and what is the price expectation?
Concor, my price expectation is around 1420. My earnings growth, rather than going from quarter, I am expecting around at least top line growth of around 20% going ahead, and bottom line are almost similar, around 19.5 in bottom line. I am looking around APS for next year around 77 rupees from current 66, and in FY08 around 113.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of developments in terms of container growth is around 20% year on year is growing, and other if they are entering into other business activities, they are quite attractive.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Vikram, thank you so much for those details on the
Look at the
shipping
Conco
sector.
price over the last 6 months, 71% growth in that sector, growth in that stock. Anyway, Vikram's price target is 1420. We're almost there. We'll take a break at this point in time. Usha Martin, their second quarter results are expected later today, and we'll give you an earnings preview on that company after this break.